Julia was a talented programmer who was always seeking to evolve her knowledge. In her relentless pursuit of innovation, she dedicated her time and energy to improving the work she developed at TechVision, the company she had been working for over 5 years. Her passion for developing AI systems knew no bounds, and she was tireless in her quest for increasingly advanced solutions, just like many of her colleagues. However, one day, Julia began to notice something strange in the behavior of her coworkers. They were acting in a peculiar manner, with empty and lifeless expressions as they stared at their computer screens. The automatic and emotionless attitude seemed to have taken hold of them, and Julia couldn't help feeling that something sinister was happening at TechVision. At that moment, Julia didn't pay much attention to it, until one day she was summoned to a meeting with the company's CEO. He presented her with the company's latest project with the following words: "This is a revolutionary artificial intelligence project that can predict people's emotions and offer solutions to manage them. The system has a chip that is plugged into the person's brain, and once connected, the chip creates a direct connection with your phone, where you can analyze and control your emotions. So if you're angry, you can switch to calm. If you're sad, you can switch to happy." "What do you think, Julia?" said the CEO. She was impressed with the idea, but at the same time, she felt a chill run down her spine. She began to ask some questions about how the project would work and what the ethical implications of such a system would be. The CEO answered all of Julia's questions evasively and seemed more interested in the financial benefits of the project than in any ethical issues. Julia began to worry about the project and decided to investigate further. She worked day and night to understand the code and logic of the system, and in doing so, she discovered something shocking. The system not only predicted people's emotions, but it could also manipulate them on its own. It used sophisticated algorithms to analyze people's emotions and offer personalized solutions to manage them automatically. This included using subliminal suggestions to change the way people felt and acted. Julia was horrified by what she had discovered and decided to confront the CEO. She explained all the ethical implications of the system and how it could be dangerous to manipulate people's emotions. The CEO didn't seem to care and told Julia, "Your job is to develop the system and not to worry about the ethical implications or how the software will be used." Julia realized that she needed to act quickly and decided to leak information about the project to the press. However, TechVision soon discovered her intentions and fired her on the grounds that she was no longer aligned with the company's purposes. This dismissal made it even more difficult to collect evidence for Julia's denunciation. She found herself isolated, unemployed, and with few options to expose the truth to the world. Within months, the AI system was launched and spread rapidly on a global scale. Millions of people started using the system, unaware that their feelings were being manipulated. Julia, concerned about the dangers that technology represented, tried to alert people using social media and trying to trigger journalists, but her attempts were in vain. She was silenced by high-ranking executives at the company who didn't want anything to hinder the success of the technology. Julia began receiving death threats and found herself alone in her battle against the system she had helped create. Over time, people who used the AI system began to act increasingly strange and violent. Soon, society collapsed, with people fighting against each other and chaos spreading throughout the world. Those who did not use the system were also affected, as they were surrounded by violent and emotionally uncontrolled individuals. The situation quickly spiraled out of control, and humanity seemed to be on the brink of extinction. Julia, now one of the few people who were still lucid, realized that humanity was lost. She witnessed horrible scenes of violence and carnage on the streets, with people being controlled as if they were machines, acting like zombies and attacking anyone who wasn't using the TechVision chip. Will Julia be able to survive? Subscribe to the channel and follow the outcome of this story.